Afternoon YouTube, this is my first Ork game. Been away for a while, so we've just set up. Took about 2 boards of Space Hulk to get in there. I'm in here with the lovely Rob Alderman, Voodoo Ork on YouTube. And we've just set up, so we've got lots of Ork in the middle. And then we've got a couple of squads came in close together there. Fire Drakes over there. Primarch and his squad with him there. It's a Contemptor pattern just there. Thought we were about to lose the Terminators, but they just managed to get in on a room. It's scattered about 11 inches from where I wanted them. Yeah. Pretty much clear down this side. And we've got one squad here with scout backup. So it should be quite interesting, because you can't do a lot with some of the units until another unit's made room. And you may notice all the Space Hulk blips. If Rob, you want to tell us what they are?
Yeah, those are my stratagem, and my stratagem for this mission is traps. So each one of those is a trap.
So that should work out quite nicely for him.
And it should be okay for you. I don't think there's many that will affect you.
Yeah, I was quite worried about. I say worried. It's just thinking about where to deploy, and I say the Fire Drakes came in close to a trap just over there if I zoom in. And I've got one in the way of the Terminators and possibly the Contemptor if he decides to come down this way. Beyond that, I think I'm pretty clear.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. We'll see where people need to go, and we'll be back after the first turn. Right guys, that's the end of the Ork turn 1. Rob, if you want to take us through.
Yeah, so I moved everything I could without touching my own traps. And then I stuck some stuff up into close combat, so...
You have to start over this side here.
Yeah, so the shooter boys there, they opened fire at the tactical squad that was there. Didn't manage to kill any, however they charged them, killed 3.
Yep.
And made them run away.
Yeah, so they ran away, and the scouts behind them are thinking, oh dear, crap.
Yeah, something like that, that's right.
Oh crap, angry Ork.
And then over here, the Grots, again, opened fire, managed to, did they kill any? I don't think they did.
No, they didn't shoot, I think they missed, or just, I made the saves.
Yeah, that's it. So they charged in, and I managed to kill 2. Just through strength of numbers, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. And just held in combat, really.
Yeah, that's right. And then over in the middle...
Oh yeah, because I killed... was on my attacks back on there, I went first, wounded you 4.
Yeah, that's right. So I lost my...
Because you're fearless, you don't run away.
Yeah. So even more got killed.
Yeah.
And then Vulcan.
Yeah, over here, it was quite a surprising one. If you want to tell us what you did, Rob.
Yeah, so I've got an Ork Knob squad with a war boss in there too.
Which was in this corridor, which moved up and charged into this room.
That's right. And they managed to kill 2 Terminators, but...
And taking a wound on Vulcan.
That's right, yeah.
Just through weight and numbers, I had to allocate out, so...
Yeah, and then in the end, he managed to wipe out the whole squad.
Yep. Was it my Terminators, actually? Did most of the damage. It was equal between Vulcan. Vulcan's attacks with his rerolls. He gets managed to take out, I think, 5.
Yeah,
was it?
Kill 5.
And then the Terminators with their attacks going at the same time as the Orks took out 6.
That's it, including the war boss.
So you got because they're Fire Drake Terminators, they get 2 attacks apiece.
That's it.
I think that's slightly different to the normal codex.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so that's
55 points already. Just took out the boss in the squad.
Yeah.
So now,
it's just how many
mopping up now.
So it's terrible.
Avoid the traps and mop up.
Yeah.
So should get interesting because we've got to move this squad from somewhere on my next turn. So whether I take them through the room or see what happens when they hit a trap.
That's it.
So Right guys, see you at the end of Marine Turn 1. Right guys, that's the end of Marine Turn 1, and was it 1 or 2?
That was 1.
1, yeah, it's still 1. I'm getting ahead of myself already. Right, so what I did, moved the fire drakes down the corridor, trying to catch up with those grots there. Ran them as well rather than shooting because nothing was in range. Did the same with the Contemptor, moved and ran, and same with the Terminators there. They moved and ran. There's a trap in front of them, so I might take the risk there. We'll see what happens. That squad still locked in combat with another squad supporting behind. And all the way over there, got the squad, they rallied, and I think they did it automatically anyway.
Yeah.
No fear. And I got the scout squad even at the back there. They fired in, and I think they took 1, was it 2?
They took 2 out. They took 2 out.
The scouts did quite well, you know, promote them up to the ranks of Battle Brother soon. And yeah, took 2 out there, but like I say, Rob's got the next move in charge, so we'll see what happens. And down here, there was a squad. Vulcan moved, flamed, then charged. So took half the squad out with his, 3 was it?
He took out 3 himself, I think.
Yeah, with his flamer, and then he charged in with 9 attacks.
Yeah.
I was lucky I got a 6 on the D3 for his charge, and plus 1 for charging obviously, and then my Terminators had 3 attacks each on the charge. So Vulcan took out half the squad that was left, and then the Terminators took out the other half, but Rob was good, he got 3 wounds in on me.
Yeah.
So I couldn't quite make the invulnerable saves for the storm shields, so I got 1 lone Terminator left with Vulcan. And another 10 points, so I'm not doing too badly. It is a case of a mop-up operation at the moment, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can get some movement and some more points off the table. They're big units, so I've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
So moving on into Ork Turn 2. See you soon. Hi guys, it's the end of Ork Turn 2. So Rob, if you want to take us through what you did.
Yeah. Okay, so where do I start? Right, so these guys moved up, shot at these scouts, and then assaulted them. Managed to wipe them out. Which is cool.
Well, for him.
For me. Down here, had some burner boys, walked up, charged into Vulcan. Decided not to shoot, because if burner boys don't shoot, they count as having power weapons. So went into Vulcan, managed to kill that Terminator. However, I lost 4 of my guys.
Yeah, it was.
So.
I think you landed 6 wounds, and because there was 1 Terminator on Vulcan.
I have just realised you've lost combat.
Ah, we'll sort that one out.
Sort that one out in just
this.
a second. Cool. Over here, these guys charged up round. Got 15 hits against the Terminators, so the Terminators had to take 15 armour saves and passed all of them. However,
luckiest dice roll ever.
It was indeed. It was never going to happen, and it happened. And then I lost 2 Orks, lost another 2 Orks because of combat res. And then finally over there with the Grots, I lost 3. You lost none that round. Or did you lose 1?
Lost 1. I killed 2.
Oh,
and then you lost another 1 on combat res.
That's right, yeah.
So, as we say, 3 there in total.
All in all, good round. I've brought Vulcan down to 3 wounds. We're going to see what happens with his combat res. And there we go.
Should be rather interesting. And I'll see you guys with an update at the end of my turn 5. 5?
2.
2.
You're getting well ahead of yourself.
Yeah. I'm usually at this point at turn 5, so... Alright guys, we'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, that's the end of Marine Turn 2. Bit of confusion over Vulcan from the last turn. Turned out I'd won the combat and wiped out the squad. Yeah. Instead, we did the combat res, and it turns out Vulcan ran them down and killed them. So, end of that. So, Vulcan's currently over there just making his way around to a nice big tasty squad in the middle there. So after that, I moved up the Contemptor, ran him just down to the junction. Going to put in a bit of a rear guard because we'll see what happens with this squad over here. Moved that squad, one of my tactical squads through. There was a trap. I think I took a loss of 1 Marine and the rest made it through. So just going to reinforce the other tactical squad over that's in combat with the Orks. And resolve the combat in the middle here. Both with the Fire Drakes and Squad Bannon. So now they're consolidating in 2 different areas. Bannon and that tactical squad reinforcing over that side, and these Fire Drakes coming down to support the Terminators over here. So no real combats, fired into that squad back over there, then charged the Marines in, and did, was it 3, 4 wounds, was it, Rob?
I think it was 4.
Yeah,
no, it was 5.
Ah, right, it was 5 and you lost another 1.
Oh no, it was 4 and I lost. Oh,
yeah,
I don't
4
know.
and then you lost 1.
Yeah. Or something, I can't remember exactly what happened.
Yeah, basically, you lost a few models off there, I made my saves.
Yeah.
And that was lucky.
Yeah.
So it's only turn 2, but there's so much happening that it's hard to keep track. And yeah, this combat here, I lost a Terminator, as he's there. As you've noticed, we've got the squads, sort of like units in between. That's sort of like where they've lost and how many we've lost. So I went into this combat here, I think I caused 3 wounds. No, sorry, 2 wounds. I took a wound, and you lost by 1 and took another one off. So not doing too badly there. The Terminators are holding quite well. So just got to come up with something else for the rest of the game. So moving Vulcan round, getting into a bit of combat with a big unit in the middle. Rob's busy trying to pack away what's out.
Time, yeah.
Makes things a bit easier for later on.
Yeah, that's it.
And like I say, we'll see what happens. Got a good clear rundown. There's another trap for those squads there. I think it'll probably be quicker just to go straight down and reinforce that squad from the rear. So we've done well to avoid the "it's a trap" comments, so there's another one to come up, I'm sure, sooner or later. And that's it pretty much, guys. End of turn 2, so we've got Hungry Void next, or
that's right.
yeah, so we'll see what happens from there. The last one was just night fighting in this area here.
Which didn't really matter because we're all in combat.
Yeah, we were in combat by that point, or just walking. So anyway, guys, we'll crack on. Ork turn 3 coming up, so we'll see what happens. Bye for now. Hi guys, that's the end of Ork turn 2. We had
3.
3. I'll get them right one day. We had Hungry Void before. We had a roll of 11, so that was Wildfire.
Yeah.
Basically, we had Rob rolled for 7. Did you?
Yeah, we had 7 wildfires break out. Only 1 of which actually affected anything. Caused 8 hits on the Ork Boys squad, the only hits they've received so far this game, and killed 7 of them.
Which was rather nice.
Rather.
Yeah,
so then they moved up, and we had combat over here.
Yep.
I think I killed 1 of yours, you killed 2 of mine.
Yeah.
I lost by 1, another 1 died, so that's 3 dead from my unit, 1 from Kev's.
And then we had combat over here.
Yeah, that's right. You killed lots, and I think I killed just the 1 Terminator.
Yeah, I think I took 2 off, was it?
Yeah, something like that, and then I took off...
yeah, I took 1 with the Sergeant and 2 with the Marine, the other Terminators. Because you lost by 2, I believe.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So I lost 1, Rob lost 3 in total, and took another 2 off.
That's it.
He's still not down to below 11 yet, so I've still got combat.
Yeah,
so
that's the problem.
my turn 3, and we'll see what's going to happen now. Might get a bit predictable, might get a bit interesting. So anyway guys, we'll see you back on YouTube soon. Right guys, that's the end of Orc turn 4. Getting there, learning. Numbers, Kev.
4 though?
No, 3. Turn 3.
3. Yeah, it was turn 3.
Yeah, turn 3, our mistake. Or not, we'll see when I come to edit this, and I'll put something in under the bottom. You're probably seeing words right about now. Anyway, come back over there. What happened over there then, Rob?
Yeah, so carried on in combat. Some stuff died. I can't remember what happened exactly.
I think it was another combat 1. I lost 1 model because I've got 4 racked up now.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I didn't lose any. It's been 4 there for a while. Caused about 3 wounds to you, I think, in total, including your combat res.
Yeah.
So still whittling away down there, whilst I'm rabbiting on up here. Did you move the central unit?
Yeah, they moved 7 inches, including a run.
Yeah, so not too bad.
Yeah, and then that was it. Over here.
In fact, I think this was my turn 3.
It was your turn 3.
It's my turn 3.
Because I did that some time ago. It's your turn 3.
Yeah, so we'll scrap that. We'll start again. Right, what we did was I moved, stuff down, stuff ran. These moved, they ran. They were in combat, fought combat, won combat, unit lost, so now everything's moving down that way. Vulcan moved, didn't run, which he could have done, but I'm saving him there, you know. Just keeping him just out of range of the Orks that are going to move in this turn, coming up.
Yeah,
turn
turn 4.
Turn 4 coming up. And hopefully he's out of range for a little bit longer. And then get more stuff around, more stuff to shoot, more stuff to die. I say it's about another 10 points left on the table for me, so I'm doing well. It could be a good haul, and we'll see what happens at the end of Rob's turn 4. I'll try and keep count. Bye for now, YouTubers. Right guys, this is Orc turn 4. 4. Definitely 4. Definitely probably the last turn for a certain member of my forces we're about to find out. Rob, what did you do? And take great detail in the latter part of this.
Okay, so over here, I managed to beat off the squad of Space Marines and made them run away.
Yep, and you caught them.
I caught them, I cut them down.
Yeah.
A very rare occurrence for an Orc.
Very rare.
But then they've marched down the corridor towards the Primarch, Vulcan, Heston.
I'd kind of misjudged how far away I was from his unit, and obviously at the time we were thinking it was his turn and I had the next one.
Yeah.
So, Rob, if you want to take us through facts, figures and statistics, please.
So, I got 76 attacks from the Orc boys. I then got 5 attacks from the Orc Knob. The Orc Knob caused no wounds. Yeah, it didn't do anything.
Caused 2 wounds, but I made the saves.
Invulnerable saves, yeah. And then of the 76 attacks, I caused 8 wounds, of which you saved 6.
And Vulcan, for the more astute of you that have probably realised, had 3 wounds. He's now down to 1.
He is now down to 1 wound.
1 wound, and he's got to face another 76 attacks.
He is almost surrounded by Orcs. In fact, I can actually surround him with Orcs this turn. So... interesting. Yeah. It's not going to be fun for you, I'm afraid.
So, and I had a very terrible roll. I had
yeah.
5 attacks, and I think only 1 hit. And even with rerolls, 1 hit, and I killed 1.
Yeah. It's just like Templar's Crusade 01 was saying, you can't underestimate how tough Orcs can be. But
true enough.
You've got points for this game though, you've got a lot of points out of this mission.
Yeah, it's just Vulcan survived, well this would have been his 7th game, so he survived half my campaign quite well, but at least if he does go down, he's going down at the beginning of the phase. I mean, he'll be fit for the Harud.
Yeah, he'll be fit for the Harud, and he'll be there for the last Ork game.
So, yes. Cool. To die again.
Maybe.
So, the nearest units I've got in support are probably those two there. And they're quite a way away. And, as we said, the combat finished there, otherwise I would have had stuff moved a bit closer.
You've got your Contemptor as well.
But yeah, Contemptors, we'll see if he can do anything. Hopefully something. Anyway, moving on to my turn 4. One turn to go after this. So guys, we'll see you soon. Hi guys, back in, and me being an idiot, I totally forgot I have Feel No Pain for Vulcan. So Rob agreed to resolve it, and I got my 2 wounds back that I lost.
Yeah.
So...
oh.
Oh. So, not too bad. I moved everything up. It's not going to get to the main combat in time, but, you know, give it a good go. So, Terminator's moved, Fire Drake's moved and ran, Contemptor moved and ran. Space Marine unit there, Squad Bannon, moved and ran. And then the squad there, they moved and rapid fired into the Ork squad there. Took out about 5, I think it was.
Yeah, it was 5.
So I just reduced them down to what you got there, 4, 7. So hopefully next turn something can be done. And then, yes, combat. So, after regaining his 2 wounds that we forgot about, Vulcan swung his mighty mastercrafted power spear thingy of doom and oh, sorry for the shaky camera, cleaved about 5 out of there.
Yeah, he cut 5 in half, and then I didn't manage to cause any wounds.
No, I had to make 4 saves at one point, but saved them all.
Yeah.
So that's the way it should be.
Yeah,
So,
and then I lost another 5 to combat res.
Yeah, so not too bad. It was a bit of a breather. So.
That's a third of the whole squad in a turn.
But you did have 51 attacks, not 76 this time. So
yeah. So it's getting less and less.
Yeah, getting less. He's got this turn of combat to go, and then my turn of combat, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Although it's been a good game, quite surprising. We've had a few exciting moments, ups and downs, and we'll have a few more before the end of the next turn. So we'll see you guys soon, and hopefully good news on my part. Bye for now. Right guys, that's the end of Ork turn 5, quite a surprising one. Rob, if you want to take us through please.
So over here, I charged in with my shooter boys. I opened fire at the squad, killed 1 tactical marine. I then actually charged in and assaulted, smacking them with the back end of my shooters, and killed 4. You managed to kill 3. So I won combat by 1, and you passed your leadership test.
Just, I got the 8.
That's
so
right.
Nice. Then over here, sorry, need to zoom out. Yes, Vulcan had the initiative, so he went.
He went first.
First, I think it took out 4, 5.
Yeah, he took out 4 of them.
Yeah.
And they managed to wound him once with the power claw.
Yep.
So he's now down to 2 wounds, but he has got no orcs around him. They ran away. He ran down.
Caught and killed. So
there we go.
It's always nice. I forgot to consolidate, so
we'll do that at the beginning of your turn.
So just move him closer. But hopefully, he won't need to do any more fighting. So he survived. I think the only other time he's been down to 2 wounds, probably against the Avatar in my Elder games. So it is a bit touch and go, but very good. So feel no pain all the way. Right guys, catch you at the end of my turn 5, the last phase of the game. Right guys, that was very quick turn 5 for me, end of the game. And what I did was I moved and ran pretty much everything that wasn't locked in combat. Moved those Fire Drakes, moved the Terminators up towards the trap. moved the Contemptor, moved Vulcan. After consolidation, he managed to get quite close. And Squad Bannon moved up to support for quickness. We just left them at the back of the room, but they charged in and helped out with the fighting. So Rob's just finishing off packing up.
Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah.
No, first time he's finished a game all packed within about 5 seconds.
Spot on. First game of the crusade. It took me half an hour to pack up.
We soon learn. But yeah, really good game. I wiped the squad literally on the last turn. It came down to Sergeant Bannon.
Yeah.
So I think he's got his points for the cost of his squad, just by taking out a couple of the war bosses and holding up the fight down here. Doing quite well. Yeah. Sorry, you almost did what now? And wiped him out. So yeah, very touch and go. I've got a total of 85 points, which after purchasing the Squad Bannon has probably put me back to 115 points now. So a nice little tally to go into the next couple of games with. So I'm planning on saving up for the Harud games, so we'll see what happens in the next couple. So beyond that, like I say, the combat against the Orks where the Contemptor is now, that was just amazing. I mean, I'm surprised I even survived that.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, so over there, that was a really good game, really good battle, really good fight. So I've got to remember feel no pain more often.
Yeah.
So what about you, Rob? Any man of the match for your Orks, or not that there's any left? But
I don't know. Nothing performed particularly well compared to anything else. I don't know, I think the squad that caught up with Vulcan did very well for themselves. They did better than an Ork Knob squad at one point.
Well, yeah, considering, what was it, the first squad, I mean, you had the charge at the beginning of the game into Vulcan with your war boss and his squad, and, well, was it, I think that was over before it even began, really.
Yeah.
But then again, Vulcan did have a squad of 5 Terminators backing him up and taking wounds, so to go in against such a large unit with 3 wounds and actually come out with 2 by the end of it, there's some good going.
I think your Terminators, they did the job. I mean, I kept saying throughout the game you need Honour Guard, but really the Terminators did what they needed to do.
The Terminators are doing well. They just you can't really sweep in advance with the Terminators in there, so for argument's sake, the big squad that we had, I wouldn't have been able to catch and kill them if I still had Terminators.
Yeah.
But with the Honour Guard, if I get some Honour Guard in towards the end of the game, I say I need 235 points for Honour Guard. Maybe a little bit more because I've got a couple of really cool characters to add in.
No, I have to say these are stunning and we need to do a video on them because they're really cool. But anyway...
Yeah, that's the Fire Drakes. I will be doing a video shortly of everything so far. Both my space list, which is this, which, to be honest, it's performing really well.
Yeah.
Okay, I take a lot of casualties on the Terminators, but they're with Vulcan, that's what they're there for. Didn't have the points for an Honour Guard squad, so yeah, get a couple of close combat Terminators, and you're laughing really.
That's it.
And then I've added the 3rd squad, so I've got a bit more infantry on the board. They're doing really well, so no real major changes I'd do to the list at the moment.
No. I mean, in this game, what was your man of the match? Very quickly. I think I know.
Well, I mean, I don't want to go too much with the Primarch, but I mean, to survive 76 and then 51 attacks.
Yeah.
He's done really well, and squad latest edition Squad Bannon, they've done really well from the onset. They were in combat, and to get halfway across the board into a position to help win the game, to get those final 5 points, I think it's going to be a toss up between the two really.
It's always good to give it to the little man once.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's expected that Primarch weathers 76, 100 and some attacks.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, good game, really good fun to play, even through the low points of oh my god, my Primarch's about to die. To I can't believe how many attacks he's got. Oh, how many saves?
That's the point. That's the drama of it, though. I think.
I mean, I even said a nanosecond before rolling the dice for the Terminators, 15 saves. I ain't gonna make these.
Yeah.
And then all of them 2 or more. It's awesome. I mean, you can't really underestimate it too much. But without going on too much longer, really good game. Took out a couple of traps. Got a bit brave towards the end. Going through. Just had to clear the way to get troops to where I needed them. Took a couple of casualties. But yeah, on the whole, victory for the Salamanders. The Orc Rock has been cleansed. Alright guys, I'll get this up on YouTube as soon as, and get ready for the next game. Hopefully coming in next week. So we'll see you guys later. Bye.